Okay, so hello, Miss Yola, and welcome to Muzilog. How are you?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
You're so welcome. So let's dive right in. Let's talk about where you're from, who you are, and when this wonderful musical journey started.
Okay, so I'm from Wilmington, Delaware, and I'm an R&B slash neo soul singer. And it all started from me. I come from a singing background, so my whole family like sings. My mom and her sisters were a group, and my dad also sings. So like I come from a singing family.
Okay. All right. So specifically, did you start in the church or?
Yeah. Yep, I started singing in the church. I got my first solo. I was about like I can't say maybe 6 or 8. I can't remember. I was very young. But my aunt passed away, and before she passed away, she gave me a song called "It Takes Faith." And then after that, I went to college, and actually high school. I was in a group called K Forever Focus with 2 other girls, and then I went to college and was in a group too. So I just started singing there. But then I didn't stay in school, so then when I came home, that's when I became a solo artist.
Okay, all right. So tell us where the name Ms. Yola comes from. I know your name is Yolanda, but tell me where Ms. Yola came from.
So when I first started singing, it was like I didn't want to be called Yolanda because it was a Yolanda Adams. So I was trying to think of like a smaller name or a nickname for me. And a friend of mine was like, "Won't you just use the beginning of your name?" And I'm like, "Okay." So he was like, "Yeah, just add the Miss to it." So, and I didn't want the regular Miss, so I just said MZ and then Yola, which is YOLA, the first beginning of my name. So
okay.
It's not really a lot to it. It's just the beginning of my name.
All right. Voila. And there you have it, Ms. Yola, which I think is very appropriate to you, having seen you perform, having, seen your music videos, which we can talk about. But tell me, who are your musical influences?
Okay, so I listen to a lot of India Irie, Jasmine Sullivan, Anita Baker. My aunt, one of my aunts, Arlene, she influenced me a lot growing up. My uncles, but mostly I listen to India Irie.
Beautiful. I can hear that influence in your music. I can definitely hear that influence.
And a little bit Fantasia.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I definitely see that in you.
Yeah.
Definitely see that in you. In your musical journey, do you write all of your music?
I write a majority of it, but Courtney Jackson is one of my writers. Mm-hmm. And also Jay LaVita. He actually wrote one of the songs off of my album.
Okay. All right. And the album's name is?
No More Holding Back.
No More Holding Back. That's right. And I have it in my car, by the way. So, yes. And so tell me, what is your favorite track off of the album and why?
My favorite track is Again, and it's one of my favorites because the whole album is about different experiences that I've been through, and it's just like you just write it down and you just put it to like a track or whatever. But this song Again was a great experience between me and my close friend, and he's also my writer. His name is Courtney Jackson. So he doesn't really sing a lot, and he wrote the song as a reference track for me to go and find somebody to actually sing it. and we couldn't find anybody to sing it. And come to find out, he didn't really like, singing like that. And I never knew until I was like, you know what? Let's just keep you on it. You sound good. So I was very shocked at his ability to really be like, going in on a song. So this song it's very special to me because me and him, we've been friends for a long time, and I never knew that, he was like kind of like afraid to like sing. But I'm like, how can you be afraid to sing when you write for me all the time? And the song is amazing. I don't know if you listen to it again, but he sounds really good, and we sound really good together as like a song with me featuring somebody else. It sounds amazing. So it's actually one of my favorite songs, and I like the vocal arrangement in it. So again, is that's my favorite.
It's very beautiful, and I appreciate you sharing that piece. As an artist myself, I'm always interested to find out, and a songwriter, to find out what other songwriters and other artists feel about specific music that they perform or they record as it pertains to the journey, because the story you just gave me, it just put me right into the song. So I'm even more engaged, which I think is absolutely beautiful.
Right.
So and that's another thing I wanted to compliment you on, is that you're very, very good at delivering the story of the modern day woman. And the things that we go through in your music is very beautiful. It's very strong. It's very bold, and very true to life. Sometimes we listen to like Fantasia. Sometimes we listen to music and we're like, that is so fluffy, and that's so unrealistic, and things like that. But when you get down to the nitty gritty, when you get down to the nitty gritty, you might be singing about stuff you don't necessarily want to sing about, but you have to tell the story.
Yeah, that's exactly why. That's exactly why I called the album "No More Holding Back," because before I used to be afraid to put my personal experiences on a track or, in my music, because I was so afraid of, oh my God, I don't want nobody to know I'm going through this, I'm going through that. But I have got so many great feedbacks like, oh my God, you don't know, that brought me through. I was going through the same thing, and I appreciate your music. And that makes me feel like, what? I'm not going to hold back no more. I'm just going to, let it all out. I help people every day with my music, and whether I'm helping them and they're helping me do more and more with my music. So I appreciate it, and I just love it anyway. I just love what I do.
That's good, and that's what's very, very important. Life has a beginning and an ending, and what you do in the middle is up to you. And having something that you do, that you love, it makes each day more fulfilling. So I applaud you for going forward with the thing that you love the most, and I encourage you to, continue pushing forward.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so tell me, I have gotten to know during this series, I guess, if you will, of interviews for Muzilog, for Delaware Music Network and Muzilog. Tell me what it's like growing up in Delaware specifically, as an artist or as a young woman. Like, what's most impressionable about Delaware for you, especially Wilmington, Delaware?
Well, it's kind of, as an artist, it's kind of hard because the Delaware music scene is not really as buzzing as anywhere else. So it's like, if you get out there and, you do your music and people appreciate it, then, it's kind of hard to actually do that because not a lot of people appreciate it. So I'm very appreciative with the good feedback and the audience that I have here in Delaware, because it's really hard and it's very small. But the small thing is good too, because it's like if one person don't know you, then another person knows you. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It's like word of mouth. So with that being said, I have a good reputation here in Delaware, and it's been going pretty good for me with my music. But like I said, it is kind of hard, getting it out there, since it's so small and the music scene is not really that big here. But it's coming together, because it's coming together just like with Delaware Music Network. Everything's coming together with Delaware music scene. So I'm excited to see the outcome of it.
Okay, so with that being said, do you have any goals for performing and getting your music outside of the Delaware area or the tri-state area, maybe New Jersey, New York, Maryland?
Oh, yeah. So I actually want to be like international, and I just want to be like worldwide. I don't want to just be stuck here in Delaware, to where only Delaware people know my music, or Philly, or Jersey. I want to be like worldwide, and pretty much I really am right now. I have a lot of fans over in the UK, Africa. I have so many different fans. It surprises me all the time that they'll email me or write me on YouTube or write me on Facebook. Hey, I'm a fan of yours. And as I'm looking at my stats of my new album that just came out, I was very surprised of the listeners and where they're coming from. So with that being said, I just want to get more audience like outside of Delaware, on top of the ones I already had. So
I think that's very important, that an independent artist not get stuck at home.
Right.
It does happen, but I'm so glad to hear that your goals reach outside of Wilmington, Delaware, and I'm so glad to hear that you're proud of where you come from. What are the challenges? And I've asked this of some other female artists, indie artists. What are some of the challenges that you find in the industry specifically?
Well, some of the challenges is the fact that everybody sings, or everybody, does music. And it's like being the one that stands out to actually get, the attention that you need that's one of the challenges. Or running into someone that can get you to that certain place that you need. That's becoming my challenge. But I know for a fact that once I get to a certain place and let certain people hear me, or get the right person in front of me, that there's no doubt that I'm going to do what I got to do to, get myself heard.
Okay. That's beautiful, and I think that's beautiful, and actually having a goal that you set your heart and your eyes upon makes all the difference. It's your drive, it's your goal setting and everything, and that's absolutely beautiful. I'm very excited for you. So I want you to tell everyone about the music video.
Okay, I have two music videos out on YouTube, but the one that's recent is called Fantasy Love, featuring Amelia the Poet, and it was shot by Jet Phoenix Films. That's available on YouTube, and it's called Fantasy Love. That's another one of my favorites. So that's my second favorite on the album. It's again in Fantasy Love, and the video is so beautiful and nice. Go check it out. And I have another video on there that's off the album. It's called Wait. That video is also on there. I shot that before I even dropped the album. So go ahead and check that out too.
I will agree that the videos are absolutely beautiful. You look stunning, sis. You really, really do. Your delivery is just like I said, very raw, very real, very professional, and I'm very happy and proud to know you.
Thank
So
you.
you're welcome. So tell me, do you have a website or social media? How can everybody find you? Where can everybody find you?
So I'm at Facebook at MZYLA, Instagram at MZYLA, Twitter at official_MZYLA, YouTube, Miss Yola, that's MZ.YLA. And that's pretty much it. My album is available on iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Reverb Nation. That's a couple of different. It's streaming on all streaming platforms, and that's MZYLA, MZ.YLA. My new album is called No More Holding Back.
Okay, yep. No more holding back.
Nope.
There we have it, and I am so very happy to have had this opportunity to speak with you. I'm very, very excited to see where you go from here, because your vocals, are outstanding. You have such a wonderful presence. I do want to compliment you, too, on your fashion, because you rock it, sis. You really rock it, and it's absolutely beautiful. I love it. You know, I am your Instagram, Facebook, all that. I'm following you everywhere, and I'm encouraging everybody to follow you as well.
Thank you so much.
I just wish you the absolute most success that you can possibly handle. I absolutely
Thank you,
do. Yeah, I want to see your name in lights, girl. so thank you so much for giving Muzilog this opportunity to speak with you. And unofficially, I know you, so I am so very, very proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to your next thing.
All right. Thank you guys for having me.
And thank you so very much again for speaking with us at Muzilog, and I look forward to hearing from you again.
All right, thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Okay. All right, bye-bye.